up, motherfucker?
Hold on, I hope y'all watching this shit.
First round, real quick.
People that are in those training rooms with him know how good.
Because he just knocks dudes out real quick in the first round.
Yeah, but now we're gonna get a good. I might fuck with this guy. He just, to me,
They're
I thought he was a con
they're-
artist,
no, they're-
just based off his look.
They're an edge.
Holy shit! What the hell just happened?
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show, Tuesday, January 18th. Excuse me, 2022. We'll talk some. Got a few NBA games we'll talk tonight. There's not a whole lot of live sports today. Got some hockey and college basketball. We're looking at that a little bit. We'll talk the NBA games we have tonight, and then we'll take a look at the NFL divisional games coming up this weekend. Break those down some. All right. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. There we go. Right. Don't forget we're live Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. We're also live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room, our sports talk show. You can find both those shows live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We also have a weekly pro wrestling podcast, GWR, Gonzo's Wrestling Room. New episodes of that drop every Sunday at 9 a.m. The episodes, you can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, GSR Gonzo Sports Room, and GWR Gonzo's Wrestling Room, all in podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. And then you can also find all three of those on YouTube. The GWR, the Pro Wrestling Podcast, it drops every Sunday at 9. It drops on the podcast network, and then the video version goes to YouTube. The second episode just dropped this last Sunday. So if you haven't checked those out, go to our YouTube page, check them out. Go watch them on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, all that good stuff. Also, don't forget, follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we share everything about our show. I post our daily picks for Easy Money, a sports betting show on there. Any show announcements, interview announcements, all that stuff goes to our social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. You can find me on Facebook at Chris D. Gonzalez, on Twitter at Chris Gonzalez, at Gonzalez Sports, or on Instagram at Chris Gonzalez. Also, don't forget, this evening, tonight, we have a episode of GWR Live as a owner and wrestler from Warrior Pro Wrestling. Buck Sexton joins us tonight. We're going to talk about WPW 5 happening this weekend in Delville, Indiana. GWR we will be live there, live streaming the show on our YouTube and Twitch networks, or channels, I should say. So make sure you join us for that. So we got a lot. We have a lot coming up. Like I said, we have an interview tonight at 7:00. We're probably going to have one on Thursday. Still getting the details worked out on that one. Then Sunday we're going to be at another pro wrestling show. Then the weekend after that we're going to be at a couple places. So keep an eye on our social media. We got a lot of things happening here at GSR for all of our shows. So check us out on YouTube. We're on the road to 150. Trying to get up to 150 subscribers by the end of this week. So please help us out. Go hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to get notifications of when we're live. That way you never miss when we're live. But all right, let's jump into some sports here. We'll start with the NBA. I have a couple NBA games tonight. This is all we have. I had a bunch yesterday for Martin Luther King Day. Only a couple tonight. First game is the Minnesota Timberwolves at the New York Knicks. Timberwolves are 3.5-point favorites on the road. They're minus 156 on the money line. The Knicks are plus 132 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 213.5. This game starts at 7:40 p.m. Eastern time tonight. The Timberwolves are 21-22 on the season. They've won 5 of their last 7 games. They're finally completely healthy for a team that's been battling injuries and health and safety protocol stuff a lot early in this season. They've been battling. They're almost 500. Now they're fully healthy. Since they've been fully healthy, they've been playing well. Like I said, they won 5 of their last 7. The New York Knicks are 22-22. They've won 5 of their last 7 as well. This is a second game of a back-to-back for the Knicks, so they played last night. The Knicks are 3-2 straight up with no rest, and they're 5-6 ATS when playing with no rest against a team that has had rest. I like the Timberwolves here at the money line on the minus 162. I think the Timberwolves are just a more balanced team than what the Knicks are, and the T-Wolves are full. I mean, they're at full strength. They play good defense. It's going to be I can see it being a good game, but I think that T-Wolves are going to win this game. I would lean toward the over the 213.5 in this game. Then we have the Detroit Pistons at the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors are 15-point favorites at home. They're minus 1,600 on the money line. They're plus 900. Or the Pistons are plus 900 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 218.5. Pistons are 10-32 on the season. They've won 3 of their last 5. They are coming off a loss. They average 99 points a game. They can struggle to score at times. They go on droughts. They can go on droughts 4 or 5 minutes droughts during games where they don't score. They're playing a Warriors team that's 31-12. They have lost 3 of their last 5, but a lot of that's been due to injuries. Curry was out. Green's been out. Peyton Jr.'s been out. Mooney's out. Tonight, Green's going to be out. Not sure about Mooney and Peyton Jr. Curry's a game-time decision. Warriors average 112 points a game. I like the Warriors here. 15 points, oh man, that's a lot of points in an NBA game. But I like the over the 218.5 in this game is what I really like in this game. Is the over the 218.5. All right, that's all the NBA games for tonight. Take a look over here at college basketball. We have Baylor at West Virginia at 5 o'clock this evening. Baylor is a 6.5-point favorites. They're minus 280 on the money line. West Virginia is plus 225 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 138.5. I like Baylor here at the minus 6.5. Baylor's going to be able to score points, and I think their defense is going to give West Virginia a lot of trouble here. So I like Baylor at the minus 6.5. And I would lean toward the over the 138.5. IUPUI is playing Ohio State. Ohio State's 33-point favorites in that game. Kansas at Oklahoma. Kansas is 4-point favorites on the road. They're minus 170 on the money line. Oklahoma is plus 140 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 142.5. I like Oklahoma here as home dogs at the +4. I think this is going to be a close game. I think Oklahoma's going to be in this game at the end. I think Oklahoma has a good chance of winning this game, but I'll take Oklahoma at the +4. Got a MAC matchup of Kent State at Eastern Michigan. Kent State's 3.5-point favorites. They're -184 on the money line. Eastern Michigan is +152 on the money line. Over under for this game's at 146.5. I like Kent State here at the -3.5. I just think I think their defense is going to make it hard for Eastern Michigan to score points. All right, that's all of college basketball for today. See what we got. A few hockey games. You got the Buffalo Sabres at the Ottawa Senators. The Senators are 1.5-point favorites. They're -225 on the money line. The Sabres are +184 on the money line. Over under for this game's at 6. You got Winnipeg Jets against the Washington Capitals. The Capitals are 1.5-point favorites on the puck line and -132 money line. Over unders at 6 for that game. I'll lean toward the Capitals in that game at the -132 on the money line. The New York Islanders at the Flyers. The Islanders are 1.5-point favorites on the puck line. They are -134 money line. Over under for that game is set at 5.5. I like the over the 5.5 in that game. Carolina Hurricanes at the Boston Bruins. The Bruins are -1.5 on the puck line, -138 money line. Over under for this game's at 5.5. I like the over the 5.5 in this game as well. The night you got the Tampa Bay Lightning at the LA Kings. I like the Tampa Bay Lightning money line in this game. Lightning are -1.5 on the puck line, -205 money line. Over under for this game's at 6. Got the Vancouver Canucks at the Nashville Predators. The Predators are -1.5 on the puck line, -132 money line. Over unders at 5.5. Montreal Canadiens against the Dallas Stars. The Stars are -1.5 on the money line. -1.5 on the puck line. -345 money line. Over under for this game is at 5.5. You got the Florida Panthers out the Calgary Flames. The Panthers are -1.5 on the puck line, -150 money line. Over under is at 6.5. Like I said, I don't get to follow hockey as much as I would like. I do like the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight. At the -1.5 against the LA Kings. That's going to be the probably only one that'll show up on my picks of the day. But okay, let's talk some NFL. Let's look ahead here at these divisional round playoff games we have. As we have the Cincinnati Bengals at the Tennessee Titans. This will be the first game Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. The Titans are 3.5-point favorites at home. They're -180 on the money line. Bengals are +152 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 47. I would go over the 47 in this game. I think both teams are going to be in the high 20s. I like the Bengals in this game. I think Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati offense is going to be able to put up points. if they can get a lead and then put pressure on Tannehill to have to try to beat them. I think the game's going to be decided at the offensive and defensive lines. If Cincinnati's offensive line can give Burrow some time, the Bengals are going to have a lot of success. But but on the other side of the ball, you have to be ready to stop Derrick Henry. The Titans are a good team. It's remarkable to me that they got the number 1 seed after losing their best player for most of the season, and they were able to pull things together, not only get to the playoffs, get the number 1 seed where you get that first round bye, and now you got your number 1 running back. You're feeling more whole as a team. So the Titans are capable. I like the Bengals here at the +3.5. I think it's probably going to be a field goal game, but I could very easily see. I think the Bengals are going to win this game myself. So I'll probably be taking this game on the money line at the +152. But I would also take this at the +3.5. And like I said, I would lean toward the over the 47 in this game. But if the Bengals defense shows up and plays and can play like they've been playing, I think the Bengals have a real good chance of beating the Tennessee Titans this weekend. The game that interests me a lot is going to be the 8:15 game Saturday night. We're probably going to go live for that game. We'll probably go live for that game and for the UFC pay-per-view Saturday night. I'll be putting out some information about that probably this evening. I'm going to get a hold of the other guys and see what's all going on. But I think we're going to try to do something Saturday evening for this game and the UFC. But you have the San Francisco 49ers at the Green Bay Packers. This is Saturday night, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. The Packers are 5.5-point favorites. They're -255 on the money line. 49ers are +210 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 47.5. 49ers got a big win over the weekend against the Cowboys. Packers they got that week of rest because they're the number 1 seed. Their offense has been high. Aaron Rodgers has been playing high level football. But the last couple times they played the 49ers in the playoffs, the 49ers defense has seemed to give Aaron Rodgers and the Packers some trouble. But I think this year's different. I think Green Bay has a better team this year, and Rodgers is at the level he's playing at. That offense is in the groove. It's going to come down to defense. Can the Packers defense stop the run game of the 49ers, so Rodgers can be on the field? I think they're going to be able to. I like the Packers at the -5.5 in this game. Then on Sunday, 3 o'clock, you have the Los Angeles Rams at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs are 3-point favorites at home. They're -154 on the money line. The Rams are +130 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 48.5. The Rams looked tougher than hell last night against the Cardinals. But how much of that was the Cardinals playing like shit or the Rams forcing the Cardinals to play like shit? I think it was a mixture of both. I don't know, just the Cardinals, just their body language. They looked at, especially that Kyler Murray, after like the first drive, they just looked disinterested. The body language was bad. That they didn't look like they were ready to play. And Murray throws that terrible interception in the end zone. I've seen the quarterback for the Colts, Carson Wentz, do something like that earlier in the year. But Cardinals didn't look good last night. But I think some of that was due to the defense of the Rams. Von Miller was getting pressure. Aaron Donald was getting pressure. The offensive line, the Cardinals didn't give Kyler Murray much of a chance to try to be able to complete any passes anywhere down the field. They couldn't do a 3-step drop, and they were on them. But the only thing that worries me about the Bucks is they've lost so many players. Evans, I know Evans had a big game. I'm gonna go with the Rams on this game. I think this is gonna be Matthew Stafford's kind of come out party. Gonna be his his signature win of his career. I think he's gonna get this Sunday. I like the Rams at the plus 130 on the money line. The Rams defense I think is gonna give Tampa Bay's offense a lot of trouble. And then on the offensive side of the ball, I think the Rams are going to be able to I think Matthew Stafford and that offense are going to be able to put up some points. So I like the Rams. Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs is the last game, and that'll be Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. The Chiefs are 2.5-point favorites. They're minus 134 on the money line. The Bills are plus 114 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 54.5. This has the potential to be a hell of a game. It could turn with these defenses. I could very easily see this game turning into a shootout. Josh Allen has been, he looked good the other day. But Mahomes looked good. The Chiefs did get off to a slow start in the first quarter of that game. Excuse me. That's kind of what worries me here because they got off that slow start, but the Steelers wasn't able to take advantage of it. Steelers made them punt 2 or 3 times there in the first quarter, but couldn't take advantage of any of them. And then about the second half of the second quarter on, it was all Chiefs. I think the Bills are going to be able to take advantage of the opportunities when they get those stops. I like the Bills here at the plus 114 on the money line. Outright Super Bowl odds right now, the Green Bay Packers are the favorites at plus 350. Kansas City Chiefs at plus 400. The Bills at plus 500. Tampa Bay at plus 550. Los Angeles Rams plus 700. And the Tennessee Titans at plus 850. So the longest shot right now is the Tennessee Titans. All right. Well, before we get out of here, let's get to my picks of the day. In the NBA, I like the Minnesota Timberwolves money line over the New York Knicks. I like the Pistons and Warriors game over 218.5. I'm not going to pick a side on that game. 15 points are just too many points to lay. But I also aren't confident enough to bet on the Pistons to cover. But I do like the over the 218.5 in that game. And then in college basketball, I like Baylor minus 6.5. Oklahoma plus 4. Kent State minus 3.5. And then I'm going to take one hockey game tonight. I like the Tampa Bay Lightning minus 1.5. All right. All right, so to recap my picks of the day, I like the Minnesota Timberwolves money line over the New York Knicks. I like the Pistons and Warriors over 218.5. I like Baylor minus 6.5 in college basketball. Oklahoma plus 4. Kent State minus 3.5 also in college basketball. And then in the NHL tonight, I like the Tampa Bay Lightning at minus 1.5. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. We're also live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room, our sports talk show. Come join us for that. It's always an interesting conversation. We get 2 or 3 of us in here talking about sports and different things. So keep an eye out for that. That's every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. You can find both them shows live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You can also find both them shows in podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Also, a couple weeks ago, we started our new GWR weekly pro wrestling podcast. Episode 2 came out or dropped last Sunday at 9 a.m. You can find that in podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. And you can also find the video version of that on our YouTube channel. We have 2 episodes on there so far. New episode will drop this Sunday at 9 a.m. So go check GWR, Gonzo's Wrestling Room, our weekly pro wrestling podcast out. I think you'll enjoy it. Also, follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we post everything about our shows. Our daily picks from Easy Money, a sports betting show, get posted on there. Any interview announcements, any show announcements, everything goes to our social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. Or you can find me, Chris D. Gonzalez, on Facebook, Chris Gonzalez at Gonzalez Sports on Twitter, and Chris Gonzalez on Instagram. Follow us, check out our YouTube page. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you get notifications of when we're live. We're up to like 142 subscribers on our YouTube page, trying to get up to 150 by the end of this week. Check out our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. Got some t-shirts on there, hats, hoodies, beanies, a lot of different things. Got a lot of new stuff getting ready to drop here soon. You can see some of our t-shirts here behind me. Go on there and get you some GSR, GWR, and Easy Money gear. We'd greatly appreciate it. Also, there's a donation page at that same link. If you'd like to donate to the show to help the show grow, we'd greatly appreciate that as well. Don't forget, big interview tonight, GWR Live, 7 p.m. Eastern. As pro wrestler and owner of Warrior Pro Wrestling, Buck Sexton will be joining us. We'll talk Warrior Pro 5 happening this Sunday in Danville, Indiana. Doors open at 2, bell time at 3. Come join us. Let's pack the house there. GWR, we will be live there with a live stream, doing live commentary and everything. So if you can't be in Danville, come join us on our YouTube and Twitch channels. We'll also talk to Buck about his match coming up on February 12th at Thunder or Blunder. So make sure you join us tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here for a big interview. Thanks for joining us today. Hope everybody is having a great day. I will see you guys hopefully at 7 p.m. tonight for GWR Live with our interview with Buck Sexton. If not, we will see you guys tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern, right here for Easy Money, a sports betting show, and again tomorrow evening. Thanks for all the support. We greatly appreciate it. Be a friend, tell a friend about us. We will see you guys later. Peace.